Hey guys, happy Tuesday. Hope you're doing well. I am filming this at work. I'm having a break a bit late today, so technically it's not break time here. So you may hear maybe some of my coworkers. I told them to be quiet because I'm filming, but I do apologize if there's gonna be any noise. Anyways, today's topic, one of you suggested, and it's such a good topic. It is I'm gonna read a comment. Audio topic: dating other people while while waiting for your spell with X to manifest. Okay, so let's talk about this. So I'm gonna start by saying that you absolutely can date other people, sleep with other people, be in a relationships with other people. All of it is allowed, and it doesn't affect your spell. And if it's going to affect your vibration in a positive way, then it's actually going to be beneficial. And then, of course, I'm aware that not everybody is up for this. I'm aware that some people don't want to be with others and just can't date. And that is also fine, because if you're going to be forcing yourself and doing something you don't want to be doing, it's actually going to be bad for your vibration. So just do what resonates with you, and we are all different, and that's totally fine. So we usually talk about what if your ex is dating somebody new, and we are not really talking about what if you are doing, what if you are. Well, like I said, there's nothing wrong with that. I have clients that get spells for the ex and then also for some new person. And this is also okay, because it will not affect either of the spells in a negative way. It will simply just affect both of these people. And then they get to choose. And that is also okay. If they want to choose, that's fine. Um, so, that is what I really wanted to say. It's allowed and it's okay. I have these situations all the time with clients. Sometimes it happens that they choose the new person over the ex, and when the ex comes back, they choose the new person. And things like this can happen, and that's also fine. Um, now, I also want to say this because this is very important. Any love working will actually bring you options. So let's talk about how spells affect you. So if you're doing glamours, just glamours without any love workings, this, as you know, makes your energy more magnetic. So it will make your energy more attractive to others. And then every love working will also, obviously make you a bit more magnetic. But another thing that happens with love spells and why you get options is because if you have a target, or, if you're doing a new love and then you have like a specific description or something. But basically, let's just use the X back spells. If you have a target, your ex, for example, or, your crush, let's just use the example of the X. What I'm basically doing when I'm doing a love spell is I'm joining your energy and the energy of the X back together. And what happens while I'm doing this, because I'm working with a specific energy, right? I'm working with a specific energy. So every person has specific energy, and your ex has a specific energy, and then we have all of their features and all of their interests and all of their opinions. And, everything is energy, right? Their whole persona is their energy because they're energy. So I am joining you with a specific type of energy. So what happens is that you get options with similar energies in some way. It can be looks, it can be everything, it can be, specific something, specific interests, it can be even zodiac signs, it can be a bunch of things, but you will most likely get options with like something similar to the energy I was joining you with, because that's the energy I was working with. And then plus, yes, you will be a bit more magnetic, so you're going to be attracting more people, but you will get options that are going to be somewhat similar to your ex. That's really important to mention, and it happens to a lot of people, and they tend to like freak out or be confused or whatever. It also does. Potentially work on other exes, because again we are working with an energy of an ex, so other exes will kind of feel it as well, and if some of them still have feelings for you or have interest in you, they will reach out, and that happens all the time, as you know, and then people also freak out. But it's all normal. It just happens because we are working with a specific type of energy. So that is basically why it happens and what happens. And then, some people just go for the other option, because quite often the other option is, gonna be better, or they're just gonna resonate more with them, or whatever it is. So it's all okay. You absolutely can date if you want to. It will not affect your spell work, at least not in a negative way. It can actually be quite positive if it will make your vibration higher, and often it will, because we are getting compliments, we are getting some excitement in our life, we are not just sitting home and crying, so it can be very helpful, again, for those who are up for it, because not everybody will be. So if, for example, a person that doesn't want to date, and then they just go and date because I said this, that it can actually help, and they hate their date and they feel awful, and they're just gonna feel even worse, it's not gonna be helpful, right? So don't do it if you are not actually interested, if you are not attracted to this other person, or if dating is miserable for you, then don't do it. But if it's not, it's totally allowed and it can be beneficial. So it's going to depend on the type of person you are, basically, and how you feel at the moment, and a bunch of things. So again, we don't want anybody to do anything that is uncomfortable in that way, or that doesn't really resonate with them as a person. Okay. Anyways, I hope this was helpful. And if you have any other or specific questions about this topic, let me know. Bye.